Welcome back to Crafty Corner. Today I'm here to share with you a very different project. It's something very interesting and it would be a great addition to your wall decor as well. It's a crochet greeting card. It is a birthday greeting card which I made on a painting canvas. In the country where I live, there's a trend these days of giving handmade embroidery greeting cards, which are usually hand embroidered on a piece of fabric, which is later placed inside an embroidery hoop for hanging on the wall. And they are very trending these days. But I thought of making it on a painting canvas. The main reason was that I did not have an embroidery hoop and I had to make this birthday card in a very short time, almost in one single day for my little daughter. And the other reason is that I always wanted to make a handmade greeting card which would be long lasting and also a great piece of art and a beautiful wall decor for my daughter's room. So I thought of making this greeting card for her, and and I also thought, why not make a tutorial out of it and share it with my lovely audience out there. So let's start making this crochet greeting card with me. For this greeting card, you'll be needing some material. The main material is a painting canvas. I'm using a 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters canvas, like this one. Or you can even make it on a smaller canvas, which is 20 centimeters by 20. I chose the bigger one because I decided to make a big because I wanted to make a big greeting card with a with a tree, with a girl sitting on a swing, and also her birthday month calendar on one side. So this is the reason why I chose this. But if you will choose a smaller one, all these things will not fit. You can only draw a tree, and you can only make a tree on one side and with a girl and a little birthday note. But on this bigger one, you can also draw a whole calendar of the birthday month and plus the girl figure and also a tree or whatever decoration, whatever you want to make on your greeting card. So other than these canvas, we'll also be needing some yarn. I'll be using green and brown for making the tree and the leaves. And as you can see, I will be using most of these colors for making different kind of flowers. I'll be sharing the links of all those flowers in the description of the video. So make sure you watch all of them. I'll also be making a girl figure sitting on a swing. So for that, we will not make the whole dress of the girl. We can just paint the girl dress underneath. And on for making the skirt, which will be visible, you can attach a piece of fabric. And for that, you need a fancy piece of fabric or some fancy net. You get different type of fancy nets on you can get it online or you could buy it from any clothing stores. I had small cuttings of these kind of fancy nets in my house, so I used these. But if you don't have any of these kind of fabric pieces in your home, you can always check on a clothing store and ask them for little cut pieces of fancy nets or fancy fabrics, which you only have to use to make the skirt part of the girl figure, which I'll be drawing here. So, and most important of all, you will first need to draw your design. Whatever design you want to make, first draw it on a piece of paper, make a rough draft of it, and then just slightly trace it with the help of a pencil where you will be placing your tree and where you will be making the swing and the calendar. Always mark the place of the calendar on the canvas, and also mark the position of the tree where you will be placing it. It's not necessary to draw the full tree, but just you get an idea where you have to stick the leaves and the branches, and also where you have to stick your flowers. So first I will trace the design on this canvas. I will show you how, and I will be making each component separately. First of all, I will crochet a tree. For that, there is no hard and fast rule of how many chains you need. You just need to make a chain which will be enough to make a tree of the size which you want to make. So it depends it depends on your canvas which you are making it on. If you're using a small one, you might need to make a small tree and lesser leaves. But if you're choosing a bigger canvas like this, then you'll need to make a longer chain for the tree and also a lot of leaves so that you can cover up most of the space of the branches. And there's no rule of what pattern you have to follow. You can always make big or small stitches according to the requirement of the place. Like uh, on the branches, I will be only slip stitching. Like for the branches which will be on this part, I'll be just slip stitching. First I will make a big chain, and then I will come slip stitching. I will come backwards slip stitching in the chains, and then again for another smaller branch or the side branches, I will again slip stitch more and then again slip stitch back, and I'll follow this pattern until I reach the starting of the trunk of the tree. And for the tree trunk, I'll be making bigger stitches. Like I will start with the half double and then slowly treble and then double treble, and even I will yarn over 4 times or 5 times according to the space I need to be filled with the tree. And after reaching the end, I'll slowly start decreasing the height of the stitches so that it could end up like a root of a tree. So I hope you have understood everything about the material which we need and what exactly I'm going to do. So now let's begin making the card.